So the reason that I decided to do the 90-day challenge was simply because I had never read the Bible before. And I wanted the challenge of doing it in a small amount of time, in a short amount of time. The saying of be careful what you ask for is definitely true in my case. The first attempt I did it was before the church itself had decided to open it up for everybody. And I failed miserably because I asked God to reveal to me in my heart things that He wanted to teach me through His Word. And it was one of the toughest experiences that I ever had. And so I failed. I didn't finish reading the Bible. But then we were offered the opportunity to do it again, and I knew that God wanted me to really be challenged and to know that He was going to walk me through this process, and that from it He was going to transform me. And that is exactly what happened. I didn't get to read it in 90 days. It took me probably twice that, but I did finish. And the Word, God just made the Word alive for me. He transformed my life in such a way that I can never go back. And His Bible, His Word just cries out to me all the time, and I can't wait to get into it again. I can't wait every day to spend time with Him and read what He has to say and how He's working in my life and what He wants me to do and be, and just His awesomeness and His glory. And from the experience, I can't wait to do it again. Whether I'll do it in 90 days or not, you know what, it does. I hope so. I try to, but if it doesn't happen, as long as I'm going to continue to read it, that's the most important part. Just being with God and spending that time and making it not just a heart commitment and not just something that I do, but it is a heart commitment, not just something that I do. And I'm really excited, and I'm excited to see what layer He's going to reveal in my heart and how He's going to rework me. And I look forward to His presence in my life.
Okay, I did the 90-day Bible challenge because I know it's important to get into the Word each day, and it's one of the best ways for God to speak to you is by reading the Bible. And I like how it had a format to it. You'd read a few chapters each day, and it wasn't like too much to read. I've done the full Bible in 90 days a couple years ago, but this way, reading like 2 or 3 chapters a day was enough that after reading it I could still remember what I read. And this way it was just good structure to have each day. There's something to read. And I know as Christians that we need to get into the Word each day because it's one of the best ways that God speaks to us. And I encourage everyone to do it because it's just what as Christians we need to do. It's how we grow. It's how God speaks to us. And
I wanted to do this in 90 days Bible reading because, for one, it's a challenge. 2, I've never read the Bible before. And I just needed to explore God's Word on my own, to read through the Bible, to see what it had to say to me personally. The hardest part I found with getting through the 90-day challenge was, to be honest, Leviticus and Deuteronomy. If you can get through those, because it's very repetitive, then you're smooth sailing. I also found a problem being with setting aside time. I found that Satan wants to distract you. He's a master of distraction, and you'll be reading the Bible and then all of a sudden your phone will go off or a thought will pop in your mind. I found the best way for me to get through these problems was I prayed. I prayed every night before I started to put a hedge of protection around me that I would not get these distractions. Also, I went into my own room, shut the door, and just found a quiet place. The Bible is a love letter. It's one long love letter from God to me and from God to you. I found the Old Testament, everything in the Old Testament led up to Christ. Everything from Genesis 1:1 to Revelation. I would look through the Old Testament and I would see, oh wow, there's Jesus. And then, oh, there again, there's Jesus. And I never knew that before. I never knew that you could go back into the Old Testament and see the New Testament it all coincides together. It's, like I said, it's one big, long love letter from God to us. And, you know, we all love to read love letters. And for me, I love to read it over and over and over again, because the more I read it, the more I want to read it again.